this is just a quick illustration of opening up, changing pads, and closing up ASUS TUF RTX 3080. So this one has already been repadded. So I'll just open it up, show the process, close it back up, and this will be it. So it's a very simple video. So the first one to go is the X bracket. There is no order in which you should do it, it doesn't matter. And then just take all the different screws from the backplate. Don't lose any, they will be useful to put it back together. So you will see what's interesting with this card. It has a shroud in between the PCB and the heatsink, and so these are the 4 screws there that hold together the shroud. So you can take them out now or later, it's all the same. Alright, I think that should be it for the screws. So now we can open it. So it's a very simple card to open. The connectors are right there, and you actually don't need to disconnect them to open the GPU. So it's already been opened, so this one's going to come easily. But if not, just place your finger in between the heatsink and the PCB, push gently. Open it up, lay it flat, and there you have it. So it's really simple, very straightforward. So those pads, I'm not going to change them. They were already changed a couple days ago before I decided to make this video. So this is the shroud. So you had the 4 screws plus 1 and 6, sorry, that got removed from the back. You can just wiggle it. So this one is really kind of sticky because of just the pad. And there it goes. So one of the pad is coming out. So you can see, hopefully, some of the imprint in the pad. So you can see it made good contact. In that case, the custom set was not yet made, so we had to double up on 2 layers of pad. So on that one, we used 1mm plus 0.75mm to make it 175. In the custom set, it will already be the right thickness, so it's going to be very simple. So we can take a look at the other side. This is a 3080, so there are no memory module in the back, but some people like to put pads in the back nevertheless. So I'll just open it up and show the back of it. So we'll try to not break anything. Alright, so we just need to remove a few more screws. There's going to be one there. And those are easy to see. I mean, they are the black screws. So I'm just mixing up all the screws. So feel free to sort them out as you take them out. But the black screws go to all the backplate, to the PCB. And the other screws are kind of easy to relocate afterwards. Saying 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This one. don't forget it. And that's it. Now you can just do what you want with it. Just a little bit sticky, and there you have it. So here what we have, we on a 3090 we will have like 12 memory modules in the back. This will be corresponding to those different pads. You know, if you get a custom set for the 3090, those pads will be included. They will be the thicker ones. So they would go on the back. You can just put them on the memory module. You can close it back up. Those thin strip of pads are not going to be changed. They're just cooling those modules. They barely heat up, so you know they really do not benefit from any high performance thermal pads. So I do recommend to just keeping the stripe there. I do believe the stripes are 0.5 millimeter, but like they are squeezed to 0.3. But my recommendation is really not to touch them. Makes things simpler. So there you have it. So putting it back is pretty simple. That's the same steps, but in the other direction. If you have a 3090, you need to wipe it. You can just use isopropyl alcohol. You know, use whatever kind of wipe. Just be gentle with it. Clean it up nicely. Let it dry. Put the pad back on it, and then you can just close it up. So we'll go ahead and we'll close this one up. So we'll flip the PCB on it. Twist it too much. Centered. You can apply some pressure on it to make sure that you have good contact with the pad in the back, and you know you have a fair contact, just in case the screw do not put enough pressure. And then we can go get the black screws back in. So we have 5 to put back. When I put them back, I like not to tighten them all the way up before all of them are set, so that if I need to readjust the position, I can do it easily. It's 2. Wait. So we get the last one there. Make sure they are tight. Don't make them so tight you thread the thread or anything like that, but you want things to stick together. Right, so now let's take a look back at the shroud. So in that case, the pad got stuck on the shroud. Like I said, this is 1.75 millimeters right now. It's a little bit too thick. 1.7, 1.65 will be good. So this is what will be in the set. You have a stripe there that's, I believe, 1.5 millimeter. So you can see it did make very good contact. So 1.5 millimeter for that one is good. It goes onto those modules there. So same thing when you open up your card for the first time. Just spray alcohol on it, wipe it up gently. You can replace the paste. It's recommended. In that case, it was changed recently, so I'm not going to change it again. So I'll put the shroud back in place. So all you have on the shroud side are, you will put your 4 memory modules pads that will be pre-cut. On this one, you will lay down the stripes there. You will put it directly on the module, and then you will be positioning the shroud where it need to go. So you need to feel it and center it where it goes, and you can feel when it's in place, like it's not moving too much. So same thing as before, you want a good contact. Don't rely just on the screw. Push gently on it. Make sure the pads make good contact. And so now you can start working on the next layer of pads. So it's a very unique card in the sense it has 2 layers of pad on the memory module, below the shroud, above the shroud. So when you will open up your card for the first time, you will only have a pad on that end. This one will be a sticker, so you'd want to remove the sticker and put this piece of pad. This makes quite a bit of a difference. So there you can also see the very nice imprint we see on it. So those are 3mm thick pads, and the imprints are just because of the pipe on the heatsink. So this is 3mm in that case. It's a little bit more than what's needed, but because the screws are pretty tight there, it makes a very good contact this way. Then you have one stripe covering those modules there. You have another one covering those ones and one covering those ones. So the recommendation when you apply it for the first time is to just put the pads directly on the modules, not on the other side. They're stuck on there because they were applied before. But other than that, just put them directly on the modules, so you can see they are fitted nicely on top of those modules. And that's basically it. You can close it up. So you have 4 pins that needs to go into those holes. So it's a bit more difficult to center that GPU than, for instance, the EVGAs, but it's not too bad. I think that's it. It's pretty straightforward, easy to open, no need to disconnect it unless you want to separate the heatsink from the PCB. So let's go ahead and close it up. And there you have it. So the 4-pin came through, it's center. Apply some pressure on it if you want to make a good contact. Then typically what I like to do is to start with a couple screws before putting the X bracket, just to make sure things are well centered above the core before I tighten things up. Not that one. Let's do that one. Right. Things won't move. We can put the bracket back on. We need a smaller tip for that one because the screws are very small. So that's the typical, go around. Don't tighten one corner all the way first. Make sure things are tight. That will be key to getting a good contact on the pads. Alright, so you have 2 types of screws for the back really. You have the small ones there. And you have some spring-loaded ones. So the spring-loaded, you have 4 of them. They go there and there, and the rest is just the regular ones. There's no order to put them back, so just put them all put them all on the GPU. Make sure nothing's left. And we're getting to the last one. there. And that's it. No screws left. So hopefully we got it right. So you have it. This is, you know, just an illustration on how to change the pads, open up the GPU, close it up on the ASUS TUF Gaming. This is 3080, but 3090 will be the same process, or 3080 Ti will be the same process, same pads. So I think this GPU was running at memory temperatures of 105 degrees before repadding. After repadding, it's running at nice and cool 88 degrees at 60% fan. So it's a nice improvement of the temperatures. Hopefully you find this video useful. That's the intent of the video. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask.